Have you ever just stopped and wondered how your phone can instantly pick your face out of a crowd? Or how you can just type beach into your photo gallery and boom, there are all your vacation pics? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the magic that makes it all happen. We're talking about the Google Vision API, the incredible tech that's literally teaching computers how to see. I mean, just think about it. Our world is absolutely drowning in visual information. Every photo you scroll past, every security camera you walk under, every product you look at online, it's a constant, massive flood of pixels that, until very recently, was basically just noise to a computer. And that's the real question, isn't it? How do you possibly unlock all the valuable information that's hidden inside those images? Not in days, not in hours, but in the blink of an eye. For any big company, this is a huge headache. Can you imagine a shipping giant trying to have people manually read millions of labels a day? Or a huge online store trying to categorize thousands of new product photos every single hour? It's slow, it's super expensive, and honestly, people make mistakes. So what's the fix? Well, the answer isn't to just hire more people. It's to give the machines themselves the power of sight. And that is exactly what the Google Vision API was built for. So what is this thing really? The best way to think about it is like a brain you can rent. Seriously, it's this powerful service built on Google's mind-blowing machine learning that you can just plug into your own apps to let them see. It's not just about knowing there's a picture, it's about understanding what's in the picture. And why is it so popular? Well, for one, it's incredibly scalable. It can chew through millions of images, and you don't have to manage a single server. It's using Google's best-in-class AI. You only pay for what you actually use. It's pretty simple for developers to get started, and it's all wrapped up in Google's top-notch security. Okay, so that's the high-level stuff. But let's get our hands dirty. What tools are actually in the toolkit? What can this thing really do? First up, we've got something called optical character recognition, or OCR. This is, hands down, one of the most useful features. It's the ability to look at a picture, find any words in it, and just pull them right out as actual text that a computer can understand. And this right here is a perfect example. The API doesn't just see a picture of a sign, it actually reads it. It sees waiting, please turn off your engine, and gives you that exact text. Just like that, a static photo becomes searchable, useful data. It's a total game changer. All right, but what if there's no text in the image? Well, the API's sight goes way beyond just words. It can look at the whole picture and identify not just general ideas, like outdoors or city, but it can also pinpoint very specific objects in the frame. Check this out. The API looks at this photo and says, yep, that's a bicycle, with high confidence. But it doesn't stop there. And this is the cool part. It also sees the tire and the bicycle wheel as their own separate things. That kind of detail is what makes things like automatic photo tagging so powerful. Now, let's talk about one of the most well-known features, and yes, sometimes one of the most debated, face detection. The API can scan a photo, find every single human face in it, and even take a guess at what emotion they might be feeling. Okay, this is a super important point, so let's be really clear. The Vision API does facial detection, not facial recognition. What's the difference? Well, it can find a face in a photo and tell you, this person looks surprised, but it cannot tell you if that person is your friend Bob. Identifying a specific person is a whole other ballgame that requires extra work. So how in the world does all this work? I know, it feels a little bit like black magic, but it's all built on some seriously cool and complex technology. Let's take a quick peek under the hood. The secret sauce at the heart of the Vision API is something called convolutional neural networks, or CNNs for short. You can basically think of them as a simplified digital copy of how our own brain's visual cortex works. They learn to see by breaking images down into tiny little pieces, first lines and quarters, then shapes, and then building all the way up to complex things like a cat or a car. So when you send an image to the API, it goes on a little journey. It happens in the blink of an eye, but it's basically a 4-step process. First, the image gets cleaned up and ready for the AI model. Then it's fed into that model for analysis. Third, the model makes a whole bunch of predictions about what's in the image. And finally, the API bundles up all those predictions, like bicycle, 98% confident, and sends them right back to you. All right, but let's get real for a minute. No technology is perfect. As amazing as this is, it has its limits. So now we're going to do a little reality check and look at where the API shines and where it struggles. And that brings us to what is pretty much the golden rule of working with AI. Trust, but always, always verify. These models are incredibly smart, but they're not foolproof. You always have to double-check their homework, especially when the stakes are high. Now, to really understand this, let's look at a study that put Google's API head-to-head with its big competitor, Microsoft Azure, on emotion detection. And right off the bat, you see a pretty big difference. Google looks for 4 main emotions, while Microsoft looks for 8, giving it a much wider emotional vocabulary. And this is where it gets really telling. This chart shows how each AI did when tested on a standardized set of facial expressions. The taller the bar, the more accurate the prediction for that emotion. Let's break down what this data is actually telling us, because it's pretty fascinating. The results are, well, they're kind of shocking. For happiness, everybody gets an A+, 100% accuracy, easy peasy. But look at sadness. Microsoft gets it right 76% of the time, which is pretty good. Google, just 10%. And for surprise, the gap is even bigger. Microsoft nails it 90% of the time, while Google is only accurate 24% of the time. This really shows you how much performance can vary between these complex systems. And beyond performance, there are also just some hard and fast technical limits. For instance, you can't just upload any size image you want. The absolute maximum for a single picture is 20 megabytes. It's a practical limit every single developer using this service has to keep in mind. So after all that, why does any of this matter? Because teaching machines to see isn't some sci-fi fantasy anymore. It's here, right now, changing how we live. Think about the Sephora app that lets you virtually try on lipstick using your camera. We're a company that can now automatically process thousands of invoices just by scanning them. This stuff is already out in the wild, and it's just the beginning. This technology is one of the most powerful and transformative inventions of our time, from making our lives way more convenient to raising some really deep questions about things like privacy. And as it gets better and better, it leaves us all with a pretty heavy question to think about. If we can give machines the power of sight, what do we actually want them to see?